What's up guys? In this video, it's going to be a very quick tutorial. It's just going to be about waving and how to change directions or waves from the lower abdomen, the hips or the waist, whatever you want to call it. So most people think with waving that arms are the most important part. The arms basically just serve as a purpose to start a wave usually. So that's where your wave's going to start from, but it doesn't have to always start from the hands. The feet can also be a point to start the wave, and then the arms can basically finish the wave. So the hands can be used to start a wave or to finish a wave. Same can be said about the head though. So if you were to look on the side angle, it's that head movement, which is, so you put your head forward, then your shoulders lean back, now your chest comes up, sink the chest down, and now you're at your waist. So once you're at this point where you can wave down to your hips, now your hips can basically control where the wave goes, right? So you can, for example, isolate the hips. So this is where the hips control the direction of the wave. So you wave down to your hips, right? So you can isolate the waves like this. What you can also do is, say you sent a wave down to your hips. This is a forward wave, so you look at the direction in which the wave's going, and it's going straight down, okay? So it's basically straight down. So now you add 3 dimensions, so instead of having it one dimensional, you can make it come to the side, right? So this is, you're going forwards and backwards and then side to side. So forwards and backwards, side to side, and then back forwards again, to the other side, and back up. So this is controlling the direction of which the waves go. So that's just straight up and down and side to side. You can get a little bit more complicated by adding rolls and stuff with it. So if you were to wave down to here, now you can knee roll and sink down. So this is called a sink or a sinking position. You're just sinking your knees or sitting in this position here. So you wave down and then you can kind of roll into it. So the wave is still kind of in this midsection area. And now you can use your rolls like this. You can lean to side, and the wave is still here in the midsection, right? So once you've already waved down to there, you just lean a little bit, and this is still going to control the direction in which the wave is going. You see? Boom. So just kind of focus on this, where you're leaning. So it almost looks like this. Just leaning from this position here. You'll notice as you lean, one leg straightens out, and then that can either be used to continue the wave. Okay. Or what you can also do from there is use the rolls again. So the chest rolls and the hip rolls, all that kind of stuff, right? So in here, now what I'm going to do is do a massive roll like this, really accentuate that angle. And now from here, I'm just going to follow that roll around like that. So in real time, it would look like this. Something like that. But I did 2 rolls then, that's optional. You can do 1 roll or 2 roll. I find 2 rolls can sometimes be a little bit more comfortable. That's 1 roll. What I mean by 2 rolls is just like, kind of like the old man. So that's like 2 rolls. 1 old man would just be like that. Okay, so you can use the old man with waves, but you don't have to do the leg first. The leg is useful to obviously get you into this position, and then you can like get into the waves like that, right? So other directions you can do is, once you wave to here, you can use like the twisto flex. So the body can turn like this. You can turn your shoulders, then you can turn the lower half separately. So you need to be able to isolate the hips, because what you're going to do from here is just turn and then send the wave back up like that. Or from this direction it will look like this, then turn the hips this way and then send the wave back up. So you've got that, more from the sinking position down here. So you're in this sitting sinking position. Now this is you notice how I'm only coming to the side here. So when I do this, I'm only coming to the side. What you can do is turn even more, right? So it'll look a little bit like this. And now all I did was just go from here. I just turned my shoulders a little bit more, and now the wave is facing a completely different direction, right? So a big roll, and now just turn that shoulder back as you come around, right? And now you can send the wave back up and you're in a completely different direction. So that's one way to look at it. Boom. Boom. Okay. And that can be done as the old man as well. So instead of just going like this, you can do it all the way around in a circle. Okay, so like that. So you do the wave down to the hips again, a big roll. And you see, you can keep coming around in circles. So that's another way of doing it. You can roll back with the chest. So we've seen rolling to the side, rolling to this side, but you can even keep rolling back into it like this. So now you're facing backwards, right? So this is just coming back to the start pretty much. So you're waving down to here, and now you're all the way back, and then you can boom, send the wave back up like this. Okay, so that's just another way you can do it. If you're really flexible, you can have the knees like this a little bit further back, and you can lean way further back with it, because the further back you can get, the angle does look a little better. So I obviously can't lean back that far, but if you could lean back even more, then it'll look better, right? So that's another way you can do it. So instead of turning the shoulders like this when you're at the hips, you can just turn the leg out. So back to the sinking position like this. So instead of turning the shoulders like that, what you can do is from here, you don't have to do this either. You can just simply turn this leg out like that. So you're just pretty much pivoting on the heel like this. Pivoting on the heel. Okay, so the reason why you can do that is with like trace waves and stuff. Boom, boom. because the knees can be used like that with tracing, and then you can trace up with it, come back into that position. So that's just another way of using the hips and kind of like the legs, the shoulders and stuff to like change the direction of the waves. So you don't have to change the direction of the wave with the chest, even though it can be done, which is like I tend to use the chest rolls a lot. Like, so if I'm waving to the chest like this, you can use the chest roll to also change the direction of where the wave is going. Same thing with the cobra. It can be 360 degrees. You can use the space around you, or you can just simply just do that. You can also wave to the chest and just simply just turn and then send the wave down like that. So you can do the same thing with the feet, basically wave down to the hips, then you can just like boom, like that. So play around with the hips and how you can change directions and all that, and that's basically this tutorial for now done. Try and figure out some variations, see how you can mix it up and do some combos with all the different techniques I just taught you. So, okay, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Peace out, guys.